attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. When your team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit. Lonely at the top, they won't give what it's costing. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tail of the tape. And in this corner, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, this former middleweight champion of the world, comes in at 6'1" with a reach of 74 inches. And up against him in this one, Jaime Munguia, 183 centimeters tall with a reach of an identical 183 centimeters.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, fighting out of Tennessee, but now living in Las Vegas. This former middleweight champion of the world is looking to get back on track tonight. Here comes Jaime Munguia. When your hometown is Tijuana, Mexico, you're gonna be a problem. The knockout machine looks for another victim here in this one.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, here is the hard-hitting knockout artist and a super welterweight champion of the world, Jaime Munguia.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. They block the jab. Lands the jab. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he misses with that jab. Nice hook. So much firepower here. That uppercut misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about planting that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Nice defense with that jab. Good counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And that hook misses. You're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about planting that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Wait, think about the defense on the end of what you're doing.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Got him with a left hook. The jab just got blocked. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Threw the hook, didn't land. And he just missed with that left jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, Munguia now. He's in some serious trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, Munguia made a mistake, and now he's paying the price. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's...
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A perfect counter shot. A straight right just misses. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Those counter punches have to hurt. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. You know the scorecards are gonna be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good defense stopping that jab. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They blocked the jab. Nice job by him to block that jab. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Planting that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You've let him back into
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Now,
Get back behind your jab basics. Just get your rhythm back.
I think they'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
Be about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win this next round. And keep smart.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They're both trying for a knockout. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Planting that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's...
There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Munguia now crumbles to the canvas. And you can see here on the replay, a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
I've got to see that again.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Good counter punch. And Jaime Munguia just got rocked. Munguia in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Big deep breath.
Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non. Hold that thought! And this is not the way Munguia thought this fight was going to go. A much better game plan here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Munguia in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. There's the bell to start round 9. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
He parries that left jab away. Nice counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. Throws the jab and doesn't score. There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round. Hold that thought! Oh my word, the Mexican now in real trouble. Right back into the fray.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
This is not the way Munguia thought this fight was going to go. Oh, Munguia is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
Talk about Munguia in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least... And there's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Does well to block that left jab. There's Here's a counter shot. One of the best at... Did you see that? Oh, Munguia now. He's in some serious, serious trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What are they going to do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And Jaime Munguia just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing he expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.